Hey y'all, it's Zyah, and welcome to the Who's Listening Anyway Roundtable.
I know I won't remember exactly what I said, but I stand by it. Yeah.
On a lighter note, because on Sugar Water I talk about drinking sugar water, eating cereal sandwiches, which is literally what we did.
Yep.
And that actually sounds kind of crazy when I think about it, but that's what we was doing. And so, what is your favorite struggle meal that you still will eat to this day? I was about to ask you anyway, but don't you volunteer?
Okay, volunteer.
First of all,
I will kill a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I love a peanut butter and jelly
I don't really
sandwich.
know if that's a struggle meal though, because
When you're forced to eat them, yes it is.
yeah,
I still love a ramen noodle.
Yeah.
With an egg in there.
and some hot sauce.
And some hot sauce. I still love a ramen noodle.
Tatsu ramen.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Tatsu ramen. You know, we season it up a little bit.
Come
you know,
on, Tatsu
I
ramen.
love a
Make it
ramen.
fancy.
What's your favorite struggle meal?
Top ramen.
Still.
A cup of top ramen and some tapateo.
Yeah,
Listen,
listen. Ooh,
Dang, y'all eating
Lime
real
in there.
food. Cause mine is all like pickles and Kool-Aid, like chips and hot sauce.
Pickles and Kool-Aid.
No, yeah, I
I
did
do
that.
chips and hot sauce.
Hot sauce and French onion dip, like this is
popcorn with hot sauce is good.
That's really good
No,
too.
it is.
That's a
And
whole
Lay's
meal.
chips with hot sauce.
That's a
is
whole
good, too.
meal.
We did the same
a
childhood.
good midnight struggle
full.
meal that I do is I get turkey, put a piece of pepper jack cheese, mayonnaise, and I
That's
just
fancy
roll it
struggle.
and I just eat it.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, pepper jack
I mean,
cheese.
it's like it's cheap. It's real cheap. But
Come
it's
on,
really,
pepper
like,
jack cheese.
quick and
I still love a Lunchable. But you know, I will fuck a Lunchable up.
Target has good
Like
adult
if you did that roll with some crackers, like that sounds like
Okay,
you
now
know,
it's
like,
now this is getting a lot.
That is an hors d'oeuvre.
That's it.
Right, pepper jack is making it order.
Yeah, that's making it hors
That
d'oeuvre.
sounds intense.
Yeah, that's hors d'oeuvre because technically they would have that with some crackers rolled up with some olives and then now it's a charcuterie. So the next song is Say My Name. So the question is, relationships and situationships can be hella complicated in our generation, right? How do you know someone is truly, truly into you these days?
You don't.
You do.
I do.
You know.
Oh, you know.
You do.
Oh, you know.
I don't know. There's
I can tell you how you know that guy that is just, he won't go away. He's just like, how are you doing?
But is that crazy? Or
No, I feel like,
doesn't mean
you know what's crazy? I feel like that's the
actually
guy that is into you nowadays. Like, if they're not showing interest, like, I don't take that whole, like, oh, I'm not by my phone.
yeah, that's
Goodbye, shut up. If you want to be by your phone,
Yeah.
you be by your phone. Oh, I don't do this or go out and do that, but you see them do it with their friends. No, they just don't want to do that with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like effort. If a guy is
Definitely
putting
effort and
in effort
consistency. You
and
touched on
consistency.
consistency.
Oh yeah, because you know they do like to be good for 3 days, a few dates, and then
Child.
WYD.
We talking about consistency all the way through.
Yeah,
not
you're
the
right about that.
week-long
No, you're right about that.
consistency.
Because
They
effort
be
and
like,
consistency.
it's like they'd be worse than a Hulu trial.
it don't
14
even last longer
days.
than a Hulu trial.
14 days, they done cancel your subscription. Niggas not texting back.
14 days you got to pay.
That's us telling them after 14 days you gotta pay, and then they cancel their subscription. And
These
log
niggas
in
don't
under
even
a
make it
new
to 14
email.
days. It'd be all of 5.
Child.
Days now.
How do you feel? Like, how do y'all really feel? How can you tell?
No, I mean,
Wages was not enough.
I can see that too. Like,
Yeah.
consistency is a good one, but that's also still tricky because a nigga could be consistent to get what he wants.
He could love
And then
bomb you.
after he get it, then it's like, bye.
I just learned
So
with
you
that
just sit
man.
on
I'm
it,
like, why are there all these evil turns for what they are doing? What's going on? I just learned with
We
that
just
man.
found a way to categorize.
Yeah, because it makes it fun.
Isn't that crazy
have
though?
to.
When you define what's going on, you're like,
When you when you
makes you feel
define
better.
what's going on, then that's when you can truly make a decision.
I think for me it's the little things that I know guys into. It's like, I think the bigger picture, like, oh, she works in production, does that, they think it's cool, but like the little things like what I'm nervous about, you notice. My anxieties for my day-to-day life, like the fact that I cope with stress by working. Someone that notices, oh, you're working a lot because you're stressed. Let's talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Observant.
And I think that it's rare to find someone
Attentiveness.
that really wants to be with you through the breakdown. right?
Well,
in the
that's a
uncomfortable
good
moments.
That's a good friend. That's why I feel like if a man can't love me the way my friends love me, then you can't have me because my friends love me. Y'all may not always.
I low-key date my
y'all
friends.
may not always. No, for real, we do date each
I
other.
like low-key date my friends.
No, but you should. Well, what are you talking about? We should. We should.
Like my friends love me more than anybody. Like they're teaching me how to how I feel like I should be treated for real. Especially last 6 months.
But we should date each other because guess what? We're teaching each other the standard. We're teaching each other the standard. We make sure we pour into each other. I might miss your call, but I'm gonna make sure. Oh, sis, I forgot to. Right. But every time,
she ain't gonna miss your call.
Child, she gonna miss your call. She gonna
FaceTime,
forget.
she gonna not pull up. But then when there's something really happening, she got you. She there.
She there. Okay, on a low vibrational note. What is the most vengeful thing you've ever done to an ex? I know your ass did some shit because Mariah is so petty.
I'm Future's little sister. I'm trying to deliver Future.
What's up? All right, what's the most petty thing you did?
I don't even think it's like something that I did. It's something that I know how to do. Like some people are crazy, quote unquote. Like I don't like the term, but like we know what that term is. And then I know how to make people crazy. I know how to do it. So
Okay.
yeah, like if you're gonna leave me, like and this is old.
You're gonna leave me?
The way she said it, like
I'm scared for her.
and then like even still like now I've turned it into a sense of like me really bettering myself and me looking good for myself and me flourishing in my career. Yeah,
that's
you
how I
don't
be
see
petty.
it. I unblock her
And never go on private. Yeah, and never go on private. Yes, I want you to see the fabulousness, motherfucker.
I was there for a minute though, where I had to block them and do all of this bullshit. Now I want you to see it because you're gonna see it on this page, that page, that page. You're gonna go to this page randomly and see it on there.
Repost everything.
You're gonna go to you're gonna scroll down and it's gonna be a sponsored page.
And it's me. Hey!
Kayla.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Do you have one, Kayla?
No, that's my being petty. Like when I'm out of a relationship, I'm like, let's flourish to the 20th max. Like I learned that from a best friend. Like she said, "Oh, I'm never where somebody left me. Like this is your time to focus and boss up." So I believe in that. I don't even know if that's petty or not. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, because I sure be looking. I'm like, oh, I'm so desperate over here. Well, Leos are scared of karma.
Oh.
She said, air signs, period.
Yeah,
you know that
I haven't done anything. The most extreme thing that I've done after breaking up with an ex is I said I'm moving to LA.
Period.
Wow.
Our lease is up. We're month to month. You can decide to stay here if you would like to. But I'm gonna be gone at the end of the month.
He said, "Damn,
What made you decide to move?"
I already wanted to move. I really wanted to move, but I was with you.
Next question. When you hear the verse or the lyric, you can't compete where you don't compare, what comes to mind? My bitches come to mind. Y'all come to mind. Because can't nobody compete or compare with near one of y'all. First of all. No, for real. I think that about y'all. I think that about myself. And really why I think that about y'all too is because with my friends, we're able to pour into one another and there's never any competition. There's never any comparison for real. Absolutely. Because literally, everybody is so beautiful and flourishing in their own shit that if anything, when we see each other, we like, oh, she doing it.
Right.
Okay.
That was
it
me
encourages us
at your
to be
performance
like,
the other day.
It encourages me like when I see y'all doing it, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she hitting us like that. Aaliyah up in the stores and stuff.
That's
Aaliyah up in, what am I?
Y'all gotta make sure real quick. Y'all gotta drop a little picture of her shit.
Yeah.
And when y'all edit this, okay, make sure you drop a little picture of her shit.
I'm casually buying lip gloss. Aaliyah.
You better get this.
Period. I mean, that's what I feel like when it's like you can't compete where you don't compare, which I think is why I don't compete, period.
Okay. Take me out of the competition.
I don't compete.
She said, are you dumb?
Are you dumb? I don't compete because first of all, I can't compare to none of y'all. And I would never do that because what you have is what you have is what you have is what you have.
Yeah.
What you've gone through is what you've gone through that makes your judge
you. You know what I mean? It's your thing.
Yeah.
And it's the beautiful thing about you that you can't compare to that. You can't compete with that. Because can't nobody do Aaliyah like Aaliyah. Aaliyah's already been created.
Straight up.
So
Straight up.
I think that's what it is. I feel like is the energy that's always amongst the friends.
Always, yeah.
We don't compete and we don't compare.
And that's why it's so healthy. That's why it's so healthy. A lot of people and it be men too. They be really secretly wanting to do what you do, or they mad if you go a little higher than them. And you know, dealing with those type of friendships in the past has been so traumatizing. Yeah. It's been it's been really, really traumatic. Yeah. To where, you know, I find myself being so tiptoey in my, you know, and I wouldn't even call this new friendships because we've known each other for years, but just this new stage of our friendship, it's like me, you know, learning and wanting to not press other people's boundaries because mine have been literally smashed and stomped on. You know, so
smashed out the yard. It really is crazy the kind of like therapy that you go through with experiencing healthy relationships too. Yeah. Because like I even feel like a lot of us can agree that we've been in friendships where we've had somebody talking behind our back or feeling a way about us. Wow. And I think that's why with all of us, like, I don't ever have this dream idea that none of us are ever going to disappoint each other or irritate each other.
Right. That's real.
There's going to be miscommunications. Yeah. At the end of the day, you're my girl. So I'm going to be here to listen. Right. I'm never going to shut you out. I'm never going to invalidate you, which is why I'm going to do my best to give you the platform of healthy communication that I wasn't given instead of projecting that onto my friendships because I want lifelong friendship. Yeah. So you know, you gotta learn how to give that and receive it. So I think with a lot of us, first of all, talking about different traumas that we've talked about up here, all of us are healing through so much that we can have the capacity to be a good friend to others because healing your trauma, I feel like, is being a good friend to yourself.
Yeah. You're a good friend to yourself, you're a good friend to others.
Yeah. Thank you. So we don't do that here. Yeah. We don't
not on this talk show.
Not this time. Also, I feel like when a friend does something big, even if I ain't at that level, I still feel like I'm at that level because you my friend. Yeah. You my friend. My sister's doing it.
Right. So I'm at your performance. I'm like, listen, we all rock stars. Listen. I was like, we done made it. I was at
it's inspiring. Exactly. It's so
right. I'm an artist.
Also, though, we all have the mentality that at the end of the day, no matter how high any of us get at different times in our lives, we always reach back. Exactly. We always gonna figure out where can I put my friend? How can I put my friend on payroll? Or how can I connect my friend to this or whatever so I can see them flourish? So it's never a competition. It's like when you bless, I'm blessed.
Right. Which is so true.
Every single time. And because I trust my friends, but even if I don't benefit from your success, it just to me is saying my blessing is near too. Right. Because it's like, I mean, when they say a bad apple spoiled the bunch, and I think a blessed fruit just creates more fruit, right? So if you get blessed,
literally, I say if God is blessing, if God is in your neighborhood blessing, He's gonna come to your door next. You just gotta be patient. You don't knock.
That's what it is. You just gotta be patient. Shout out to that friend.
Come on, shout out Cousin Dre.
Well,
God in the neighborhood.
Y'all, that kind of like wraps all the questions that we had. First of all, that was so much fun. That was real fun. If it's one thing we know how to do, we know how to talk. Yes. So thank you all again for coming. She said, thank you all again for coming. Thank you all for watching and tuning in to the Who's Listening Anyway Roundtable. We did it.